Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK, 10:12 in the morning, as we continue the conversation each and every Saturday between 10 and 11 o'clock. High school basketball underway as of last evening. That's always a good thing. And Chad Lojeski live in studio with us, along with some of the young ladies here from Wyoming area. And Coach, welcome in.
Hi, John. Thanks.
Well, exciting times, and let's talk a little bit about the opening weekend for your team.
Yeah, we had a nice game last night. We played up at Susquehanna. Girls gave really nice effort, and we came away with a nice win.
And this year's team, let's talk about the graduation. Of course, some ladies move on, but it's nice to have this group of young ladies in studio with us, and, of course, some more that'll be joining your team this year as well. How about the talent level you have?
Yeah, great athleticism. We got 17 girls this year, JV varsity, and it's next man up, next woman up. And we lost some great leadership, but we have some great leaders now stepping into those roles.
And let's talk a little bit about the leadership this year. Who are some girls that, whether it's just by example or that kind of get after it verbally?
Yeah, they do. We're working on our communication, and we need to be a little bit more intense on defense. But we're getting there. It's slowly but surely, and we've got a couple here with us.
And tell us a little bit about Lydia Edwards. She'll be the first young lady we talk to, but tell us about her skill set out there.
Yeah, Lydia is one of our two captains, senior, great quick release at the three, but has really worked on her inside game. She's now known as Big Lid, and so we're working on multi-facets for her.
All right, let's welcome in Lydia Edwards here on the John Mendola Show. And Lydia, let's talk a little bit about what it's been like, all the practices so far this year.
It's been well. We've been working really hard. We have a lot of freshmen that have come up, and they've had a lot of experience with one another, so they've been helping out. And
as far as the coach saying having a role this year, talk about what you're being leaned on to do. You getting it down low? Are you playing great defense? Tell us about some of the things that you're supposed to be doing.
Well, last year we did lose quite a few seniors that brought a lot to us, so I'm just trying to play the role that I need to for this team, whether it's scoring or being more defense efficient, I should say, or just rebounding.
And then how about some of these younger players coming in this year? Tell us a little bit about some of the younger players you've seen.
We have quite a few freshmen coming up, Cassie Orzel, Nikki Zielinski, Bree Pisano, and Kari Melberger. They've been playing with each other for a long time, and they've been recently been winning the past 2 years in the Wyoming Valley Conference, so they know how to play and they have a lot of chemistry, so they need to bring that for the team, but I'm excited to play with them.
And that work ethic over there at Wyoming area, talk about everybody working hard. I know Coach really pushes everybody.
Yeah, we have a high-tempo practice. We like to run the ball a lot, and it's high tempo.
High tempo, that's a good word for it. Well, Lydia, thank you so much for coming in today, okay?
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Okay, Coach Chad Lojeski, let's get back and tell us a little bit about Sarah Holwig and what she's going to do this year on the court.
Well, Sarah, and as she showed last night with 31 points, I mean, once she gets a good stroke going, it's tough to stop her from any spot on the court. But what she's really improved on is her stamina and endurance. She could pretty much be on the court for every second of every game, and she's playing a lot better on defense, which is critical for us.
And having that range is always good, huh?
Yeah, having that range is pretty nice.
All right, let's welcome in Sarah Holwig here on the John Mendola Show. Sarah, let's talk a little bit about your night last night. I guess things are going your way, huh?
Yeah, it seemed to be that way, but it was really a nice team effort. Everyone played their best, and it was a good team win.
And overall, talk about things that you worked on in the offseason. You had a pretty darn good year last year, but everybody wants to get a little bit better. So what did you say, hey, this is what I want to work on?
There's always improvement for defense and then ball handling and shooting. I did a lot of lifting over the offseason so I could get stronger, and then CrossFit so my stamina could be good out there.
And talk a little bit about, exploring things like CrossFit, doing things that maybe you never thought you'd do when you were younger. Hey, I just want to play basketball. I want to run a little bit. I want to do some things. What did you learn with CrossFit that kind of, gave you a new perspective?
I actually enjoy doing CrossFit a lot, so I was happy when I decided to do that. But it does help me out a lot, and we do it in the beginning of practice too as a team, so that'll help us in the end when in the fourth quarter when everyone's tired. We'll just keep running them out of the gym.
All right, and let's talk about the bigs this year. Talk about some of those weapons down low that you hope to lean on and feed that ball into.
Well, I have Addison Orzel and her sister Cassidy Orzel, and Addison and I have been playing together since we were younger, so Addison knows how I play, and she knows that whenever I drive to be ready for that dish.
All right, and as far as the ability to score from the outside, how many shots you putting in from that three-point range a day? You kind of lighten it up in practice or in the backyard?
I do shoot every day. I don't necessarily just work on my three-point shot. I work all around, but the three-point shot seems to be lucky for me. So
lucky with 5 of them, I guess, last night. 31 points. Congratulations, okay?
Thank you.
All right, let's move along. And, Coach, we have one more young lady in this particular segment we're going to talk to. It's Addison Orzel, and talk about her skill set this year.
Well, we worked a lot in the offseason on her post play, and we still have some work to do. And for us to be a competitor at the district level and beyond in the states, we need to have a good post play. And between Addison and Brandy and Cassidy, we've got some decent post players to be able to command the inside a little bit better. But Addison's got to be our leader, and she's starting to step up there.
All right, let's welcome in Addison Orzel here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. We talk Wyoming area Lady Warriors basketball. Addison, how much work did you put in the offseason yourself?
Like Sarah, I also put in a lot of work. I started going to CrossFit. I also run cross country, which helps my endurance a lot. And then I played a little travel basketball. And
as far as having your sister around now, what's that like?
It's really exciting. I mean, we've never played together on a team, so it's something new. But I think we both complement each other, and she's coming up with such a great, talented, athletic group of freshmen that they're really bringing a lot to the team. So it's great.
Overall, we talked a little bit about the inside players. Now, let's look from the inside out. What's it like to see some of the guards and talk about some of those guards and how they play?
We've been playing. We've been playing together for many years, and we lost a lot of bigs last year. But we're really working with what we have, and everyone's improved all around. The guards have really been helping with rebounding and blocking and defense and everything, and a lot of the bigs have expanded their game and have been shooting outside and taking risks.
Let's talk about that defense. What kind of emphasis goes on to defense in practice and the games?
Really, it's man first. Man first, ball second. We've been helping a lot. It's a really team effort, and we're really keeping up the intensity and everything.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us, and we wish you well this season.
Thank you.
All right. The Wyoming area girls basketball team live in studio with us here on the John Mendola Show. We do it each and every Saturday between 10 and 11 o'clock. And, of course, online, it is thejohnmendolashow.com. Follow us on Twitter at John Mendola Show. Today's interview, of course, we got to talk last week with the Pittston area boys basketball team at Arcaro and Janelle. And, of course, got to talk with Vince Buccarelli. So you can check out some of those interviews. Andrew Kettle, Mark Atherton, of course, Tunkhannock boys basketball. So some of those interviews, again, up this week, thejohnmendolashow.com. We come back, we're going to talk more Wyoming area Lady Warriors basketball. We'll continue the conversation. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Frank Sirokatch break. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sirokatch is there. We'll be back here on WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. Well, let's continue that conversation. The Wyoming area Lady Warriors got the victory last night against Susquehanna, and Chad Lejeski still in studio with us, along with some of the young ladies. And Chad, in that win last night, let's talk a little bit about the defensive effort.
Yeah, we try to transition very quickly with an intense man-to-man defense. So I thought that gives us some good opportunities at some easy baskets, and we've been working hard on that. And we have a lot of new players in new positions this year, and definitely from a backup perspective. So I think we can go deep into our bench as we get better and better.
We're talking about the Lady Warriors this year, and let's tell us, Coach, about Leah Cranston and what she has to offer.
Well, Leah is incredibly aware when it comes to basketball. Very bright kid, and one of our returners from last year with a lot of game experience. So we're pleased to have her in a guard position, point guard position, and being able to lead on the floor.
Well, let's welcome in Leah Cranston here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. And Leah, let's talk about your role this year on the team.
So I'm just trying to, make up for what we lost and help the team out in any way I could, no matter if it's on defense, offense, or just sitting on the bench and cheering my teammates on.
And what do you see right now out of your team, the effort in practice every day?
We're all putting in a lot of work from the freshmen up to the seniors. We're all doing a really good job practice and in the games.
Any other sports that you're playing at Wyoming area other than basketball?
I play soccer and I run track for Wyoming area.
So only 3 sports, huh?
Yep.
What's it like to be you? I mean, obviously you're busy year-round. Do you ever take any breaks? And if it is, what's it like, a day or?
No, I never take any breaks. I'm always on the go. I do CrossFit like Addison and Sarah. And also I play travel soccer, so I'm always on the go with that.
That's awesome. Coach,
Yep.
What's with all this CrossFit going on with the ladies? That's a good thing, I guess, right?
It is. Over the last couple of years, we've instituted a lot of different CrossFit exercises, and we're not a big believer in running sprints and suicides, but a lot of these other exercises we think prepares the girls' muscles, and we've definitely cut back on injuries over the last couple of years, and our stamina has increased year over year.
All right, well, it's great to hear. Leah, as far as your favorite sport out of those 3, do you have one?
I like soccer and basketball. I mean, I can't really choose between the two. It's a hard choice.
And then for track and field, talk about some of the events that you compete in.
I do mid-distance for track and field, so like the 800, the 400, which both of those keep me in pretty good shape for soccer and basketball.
And then how about the classroom? I guess you have to put some time into that too, huh?
Yeah, I focus a lot on schoolwork. School always comes first to me. I try my best to always get, the A's.
All right. Well, good job, and stay busy like you are, okay? All right. That's, of course, Leah Cranston here from Wyoming area, and Katie Wolfgang with us as well this morning here on the show. And, Coach, tell us about this young lady.
Well, Katie's been working with me for many years, and she's one of our 2 co-captains this year, and there isn't a more deserving person of that, to have that type of leadership and obligation, and she's just a great kid to have around, and hopefully some college coaches are going to be lucky to have her.
All right, well, that's what we like to hear. Let's welcome in Katie Wolfgang here on the show. And, Katie, let's talk about that work ethic of yours.
Yeah, I work really hard at practice, and it usually translates into the games, and it really pays off.
As far as your fitness level, you're always into fitness. Tell us about some things that you're doing.
Yeah, I like to go to Danko's. I do a lot of weightlifting with the trainer. I play field hockey in the fall. That keeps me in shape, and, yeah, just going to the gym when I can.
And as far as a favorite sport of yours between field hockey and basketball, is it kind of whatever's going on in that season?
No, it's definitely basketball.
Definitely give the edge to basketball.
Yeah.
As far as your outlook with this team this year, it's nice to get that first win, but going forward, take us through some of those games you're looking forward to in the league and exhibition-wise.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I think we have a lot going for us this year. We have, like everyone said, a lot of new talent and some returning talent, and I think it's really looking up for us.
As far as what you see with your team, the outside shooters, the inside game, take us through some positives that you see on the court as far as the girls and the work ethic in the off-season and how that's going to pay off on the floor.
Yeah, I feel like everyone does their own thing in the off-season to keep themselves in shape, whether it's, CrossFit or just going for a couple of runs a day, whatever. But, yeah.
All right, and as far as your family, tell us a little bit about that thing, because I know sometimes see you at the gym and you're working out with mom or kind of just hanging out, so fitness is in the family.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, we wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Lejeski, as far as the league this year, we talked with Coach Kingery earlier in the show, and the guys are playing a lot of different teams this year. How does the girls' league set up this year?
Well, with having the Wyoming Valley Conference in 3 divisions, we're in Division 2, so we play everybody in Division 1, 2, and 3, so we don't play everybody in our division twice. I look at that and I accept that as a nice challenge for us, and we're going to be playing teams like Hazleton this year, which I think is a great experience for the girls.
Well, we wish you well. We appreciate you coming into the show here today, and thanks again, Coach.
I appreciate it, John. Thank you.
All right, Chad Lejeski and the Wyoming area Lady Warriors here on the John Mendola Show. Hey, a lot of traffic issues going on today. You're trying to get to to Pittston Township. They got a bridge closed down. 81 southbound has got some traffic congestion, got a little bit of accidents going on, so be careful out there. Of course, there were some accidents on Interstate 80 early this morning and overnight that caused some snow squalls and different things. So, again, be careful while you're out there. It's 10:30 in the morning here at WILK. We're going to continue the conversation. The Scranton Prep swim team, we'll kind of dive on in here. We'll get them in here, and we'll continue that, talk a little bit more basketball as well. Let's take a timeout. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Garth Estad. Break like a good neighbor. Garth Estad is there. We'll be back at WILK.